You must learn to forgive yourself. You see, when you forgive yourself, that is when you are able to attract good things in your life. And forgiveness, and when you forgive, you're not actually doing other people a favor. When you forgive, you are doing yourself a favor. Because you are the one hurting when you hate somebody. So when you forgive, what it means is that you are letting go. You are emptying your heart from hate. Because you can't have hate and love at the same time in your heart. And that is when you're able to attract good things in your life. So you must learn how to forgive. Because the most important thing in life is how we engage with our neighbors. So you need to learn how to forgive. What is dragging you behind? What is keeping you behind? It's not because people hate you. It's not because people don't love you. What is keeping you behind is because you have not learned how to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean that you need to become friends with that person. What forgiveness means is that you are emptying your heart. You are freeing your heart from hate. You can't have love and hate at the same time in your heart. What I mean is that you can't claim that you love your wife. You can't claim that you love your husband if you hate your neighbor, if you hate some other person else, or if you hate one of your relatives, because that is totally impossible. Because hate and love does not occupy the same place in your heart. It's either you love somebody, it's either you have love or you have hate. The reason why you are fighting with your wife, the reason why you are fighting with your husband, it's not because you don't love your husband. It's not because you don't love your wife. It's because there is somebody that you are hating. Because you can't have love and hate at the same time. It's totally impossible. The heart is meant to contain one thing at the same time. So it's either you have love or you have hate. You see, one of the things people don't understand is that when you forgive, you are doing yourself a favor. You are doing yourself a favor when you forgive. But we believe that when we forgive, we are doing the other person a favor. But that is not the case. That is not true. Because when you hate somebody, who is the person that is hurting? It is you. When that person buys a new car, who is feeling the pain? When that person gets promoted at a job, who is feeling the pain? It is you. Because when you hate somebody, you wish evil to that person. You want something bad to happen to that person. But just because you want something bad to happen to that person does not mean that something bad is going to happen to that person. That is not how life works. Just because you hate somebody, it doesn't mean that person is going to struggle. That is not the way life works. So whenever you see something good happening to that person, you are getting hurt. Whenever you see something positive happening to that person, you are feeling hurt. So, and then when you begin to accumulate hate in your heart, you're also causing damages to your health. Because the major cause of depression is hate. Because you are compacting your heart, you are jam-packing your heart. Because hate is heavy. Hate is heavy. So when you free your heart from hate, you are emptying your heart. Your heart becomes less heavy. You become active again. You begin to smile. You begin to glow differently, and people begin to see you differently. The way you look is going to be different. The way you talk to people is going to be different because you're a different person. Because you no longer have hate in your heart. Now your heart is filled with love. And the reason why bad things are happening to you, I promise you that is the truth. It's not because somebody is against you. It's not because people are against you. The reason why you think that your life is not moving the direction that you want is because you are harboring hate in your heart. Because remember, what you are is what you attract. If you have love in your heart, you are going to attract love. But when you have hate in your heart, you are going to attract hate. You are going to attract people that are going to hate you, people that are going to sabotage you, people that are going to betray you. But when you have love in your heart, you are going to attract people that is going to love you genuinely. You are going to attract people that are going to be your best friend. So you need to free your heart from hate. Not even a single iota of hate supposed to be in your heart. Because when you have even a single amount of hate in your heart, you have destroyed any chance of love coming to your heart. Because you can't have hate and love at the same time in your heart. It's totally impossible. It's practically impossible. It's totally impossible. So you need to begin to reevaluate yourself. You need to begin to have a dialogue with yourself. You need to discuss yourself. Why is things happening bad in my life? Why is things not going very well in my life? Why am I always attracting bad people? Why is people always betraying me? You need to have that discussion with yourself. You see, the problem is not that the people are against you. The problem has nothing to do with people hating you. And the problem has nothing to do with you because you don't know what you are doing. The truth is that there is somebody that has offended you. And that person offended you so badly. That person betrayed you. So you think that the only way I can be able to get back to this person is for me to hate this person. And when you begin to have that kind of mindset, when you begin to build hate in your heart, you are unknowingly attracting hate to yourself because you are what you attract. You are what you attract. If you hate people, you are going to attract people that are going to hate you. When you love people, you are going to attract people that are going to love you. I know it's very difficult for you to say, I'm going to forgive my enemies. It is difficult. But you must think of it in this with a different approach. You see, if you want to be happy, if you want to attract good people in your life, if you want to have peace with your wife, if you want to have peace with your husband, if you want to have peace with your family, you need to forgive people. You need to forgive. Because a heart that is free from hate will always attract good things. We always attract good people. We always attract good things. You see, everybody is meant to be happy. Everybody is meant to enjoy life. You see, the reason why we are here is not for us to suffer. The reason why we are here is not for us to be depressed. But we bring those things upon us, but we do it unknowingly. People are always stealing from you. People are always betraying you. People are always disappointing you. And you begin to ask yourself, what have I done wrong? I know I'm a good person. But why am I always attracting people that are always betraying me? Why am I always attracting people that are always backstabbing me? Why am I always attracting people that hate me? What is going on in my life? And you have tried so many things to change that status quo. You have tried so many things to attract good people. You give people. I've been giving to people, but people don't give me. I love people, but people don't love me. But let me tell you the truth. Of course, you're a good person. Of course, you give to people. Of course, you love people. But the truth is that there is one particular person or group of people that you hate. And you don't hate them because you want to hate them. You hate them because they have betrayed you. You hate them because they have disappointed you. You hate them because they have backstabbed you. It is normal. But I'm telling you, this is something that is blocking your success. This is the thing that is blocking people from loving you. This is the thing that is blocking you from attracting good people. Because you are what you attract. Yes, you're a good person, but that is totally different, because the thing is that you can't have hate and love at the same time in your heart. It's either you have hate in your heart or you have love in your heart. Your heart cannot contain hate and love. And the bad thing about this is that hate always supersedes love. So when you hate one and you claim that you love, but theoretically it is not even true. You can't claim that you love maybe some people and hate other people, because it is impossible. Because love has nothing to do with what you receive. Love has everything to do with what you give. You see, the reason why we feel backstabbed, the reason why we feel betrayed, is because when we give, we are giving with expectations. Now we are no longer giving. It has become a business transaction. So when somebody comes to you and says to you, can you help me with some food? Can you help me with some money to pay my child's school fees? And you gave that person some money, or you gave that person some food, you are expecting that when you are lacking, that person is going to reciprocate. So when you are in a lack and you go to that person and you are very sure that person has money or has the thing you are asking for, and when you ask that person for a help and the person refuses, you feel betrayed, you feel disappointed, you feel backstabbed. That is true, right? But the truth was that if you had given without expectation, you will never feel backstabbed. You will never feel that somebody has betrayed you, because that is the true essence of giving. And you see, I used to be like that. I used to give with expectations. And I used to have so many enemies. I used to feel that people are not worthy of my love. Because I gave with expectations. I gave with anticipation that when I'm in need, they are going to reciprocate. So I was giving, hoping that when I'm in lack, they are going to give me back. And when you give with such mindset, I promise you, you are going to be disappointed, because that is the human nature. That is how human beings operate. So when you give, if you don't want to be disappointed, you must give without expectations. And remember one thing. When you give, you are the person that is going to receive much blessing. Not the blessing from that person, but knowing that you have helped somebody, knowing that you have helped somebody that is in need, you glow, you feel happy, because you have done something good, you have done something reasonable. So you need to forgive those people that has betrayed you. You need to forgive those people that have offended you. You see, there is this Bible version that says when somebody slap you, you must turn the other cheek for that person to slap you. But the thing is that we misunderstand this particular verse of the Bible. We got it all wrong. What he's trying to say is that you need to forgive. That is what he's saying. You need to forgive. But we believe that when we forgive, we are doing that person a favor. We believe that when we forgive somebody that has offended us, we are doing that person a favor. But it's not true. Because when you forgive, you are actually doing yourself a favor. You see, when you hate somebody, when you dislike somebody, You want that person to suffer. You want bad things to happen to that person. But that is not how life works. Just because you hate your enemy doesn't mean that bad thing is going to happen to that person. Just because you dislike somebody doesn't mean that that person is going to struggle. Just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean that that person is going to suffer. And then when we see that person progressing, when we see that person buy a new house, when we see that person buy a new car, when we see that person get promoted at a job, we feel bad. Our heart boils. Our heart becomes heavy. So then, who is suffering? It is you. Because when you begin to pack your heart with hate, when you begin to fill your heart with hate, you are causing yourself depression. You are going to be depressed. And what is the cause of hypertension? It is depression. The next thing, your blood level begins to get high. Your sugar level begins to rise. So when you forgive, you're actually doing yourself a favor. You see, when you forgive somebody, it doesn't mean that you're going to become friends with that person. No, that is not what it means. Because what it means is that you have emptied your heart from hate. You have emptied your heart from hate. And your heart becomes lighter because hate is heavy. And when you walk on the street, you feel heaviness. Heaviness is not coming from your weight. It is coming from the burden in your heart. And that is the burden of hate. When you free your heart from hate, you see how lighter you becomes. You see how your face begins to glow. People begins to see you differently. And you begin to attract good people in your life. Because you are what you attract. If you have love in your heart, you are going to attract people that genuinely love you. If you have hate in your heart, you are going to attract people that dislike you. But they wouldn't come as if they disliked you. They will come as if they love you. But they are pretending. That is why they're always backstabbing you. That is why they're always betraying you. Because you are attracting people that are not genuine. So you must try this today. If you want to be happy, if you want to have a good relationship, if you want to have a good marriage, if you want to have a good family, if you want to have a better relationship with your neighbor, if you want to have a proper life, because having enemies is not the way to live. That is not a proper way to live. You see, this life is too short. Instead of you to concentrate your energy in hating people, why don't you use the same energy to find people that genuinely love you? Because the purpose of life is for us to create memories. When you engage yourself with good people, when you engage yourself with people that are kind, you are going to create a good memory. You are going to create a beautiful memory. But when you engage yourself with bad people, with people that are unkind, you are going to have a bad experience. You're always going to be in a bad mood. You're always going to be sad. You're always going to be depressed. Because what negative people does is to antagonize you, is to demotivate you, is to make you feel bad. You don't have the energy to go to work. You don't have the energy to be creative. You don't have the energy to become the best version of yourself. Because each time you want to do something that is good, each time you want to create something that is meaningful, they come with negative attitude. They tell you how bad that idea is, how that idea is never going to work, how stupid those ideas is. You need to run away from those people. These are parasites. There is nothing you are going to gain from them. They will destroy you. They will make sure that you are not going to succeed, because their job is to kill your destiny. These are destiny killers. You need to avoid people with negative mind. You need to avoid people with negative intentions. These are destiny killers. And it is not easy to say, I'm going to avoid negative people, because most people say to me, no, but I don't know why negative people keep coming to me, because it doesn't make sense for somebody to say, I want to associate myself with negative people. You see, what happens is that they pretend to be good people and they come to us, and when we open ourselves to them, that is when they are going to show us their true color. They can come in form of a boyfriend, they can come in form of a girlfriend, they can come in form of a wife, they can come in form of a husband, they can come in form of best friends. And how do you know that somebody is negative? You know when somebody is negative is when that person doesn't see something good in you. When you buy something nice, that person always finds a fault in it. When you do something that you know that is beautiful, that person must always find something to antagonize you. That is how you know people with negative mindset. These people are parasites. These people are destiny killers. These people are going to destroy your life. These people are going to make you begin to question your intelligence. You begin to think of yourself as worthless. You begin to think of yourself as less creative, because that is what they are there for. They are destiny killers. They are there to destroy you. Whenever you're happy, these people don't find peace. They only find peace when you are struggling. They only find peace when you are suffering. They only find peace when you are down. And they keep kicking you when you are still even down. You need to disassociate yourself with those kind of people. Sometimes we have entangled ourselves so much that it is very difficult for us to disassociate ourselves with those people. Maybe we are married to those people. Maybe we have got children with those people. It is very difficult. It is very difficult. And sometimes we are emotionally attached to them. So it is not easy for us to disentangle ourselves with them. That is why some people can stay in a toxic marriage for 10 years, for 20 years. Some people can stay in a toxic relationship for 5, 15 years. And people ask, why are you still in this relationship when you know that this person is toxic? Why are you still in this relationship when you know that this person is a bad person? The truth is that we have been entangled with their negative energy. So it is very difficult for us to disassociate ourselves with them. It is called, we feel guilty when you leave them. We try to help them, but the more you help them is the more they destroy you, is the more they drain your energy. So you need to go back to the roots. You need to go back to the roots, because the only way you can be able to successfully disentangle yourself with those people if you find the root cause of the problem. And the root cause of it is because if you don't find the root cause of it, you are still, when you leave those people, you are still going to get yourself involved with people that are also toxic, because it is the cycle of life. You need to find the root cause, and you need to start from the root cause of it. If you don't find the beginning, you will never get to the end. So even if you finally disassociate yourself with those people, you are still going to attract people that are toxic in your life. So what do you need to do? You need to, the only way you can be able to successfully disassociate yourself with them and find good people is for you to free your heart from hate. It's very difficult. I say, this person has betrayed me. This person has stabbed me at the back. This person has destroyed my trust. This person has destroyed my life. Why are you telling me now to forgive them? You see, the thing is, Like I said before, you can't have love and hate at the same time in your heart. It is practically impossible. And remember, you are what you attract. And the irony of it is that hate always supersedes love. So when you hate maybe your ex-boyfriend, or when you hate your ex-girlfriend, or when you hate your ex-husband or your ex-wife, or somebody, or a business partner, what happens is that you have brought hate in your heart and you attract what you are. You are now hate. So what you are going to attract is people that are going to hate you. And they are going to disguise themselves in form of that they love you. So that is what you are going to attract. And for you to start attracting genuine people, for you to start attracting people that genuinely care for you, that genuinely love you, you need to free your heart from hate. And most people believe that when they forgive somebody, they are doing that person a favor. No, but it's not true. When you forgive, you are doing yourself a favor, because you are the person that is going to attract people that are going to hate you. You are the person that is going to attract people that are going to backstab you. But when you free your heart from hate, then your heart is full with love. It is filled with love. And when your heart is filled with love, the only people you are going to attract in your life is people that genuinely care for you, people that genuinely love you, because the only thing in your heart is love. That is the only thing you have, and that is the only thing you can give. And that is when you are going to attract people that care for you, people that love you, people that are going to stay by your side, whether in sickness or in health, whether in agony or in success. Because the only thing you have in your heart is love. And that is the only thing you give. And the only way you can do it is when you forgive. And remember, when you hate people, you also hate yourself. Because that is why you want those people to fail. That is why you want those people to suffer. Because you can't hate somebody and want that person to progress. You can't hate somebody and want that person to succeed. You can't hate somebody and want that person to be successful. So when you hate somebody, when you hate your ex-boyfriend, when you hate your ex-wife, when you hate any kind of people, what you are doing is that you are hating yourself. Because you are surrounding yourself with negative energy. And when you surround yourself with negative energy, you are going to attract negative people. But when you free your heart from hate, when you forgive people that has offended you, when you forgive people that has wronged you, you are removing that hate from your life. You are removing the negative energy from your life. Now you have become light. You have become positive energy. You have become a power, a magnet to attract positive things in your life. And you need to see how your life is going to transform. People will begin to look at you differently. You are going to glow differently. Your health is going to improve. Your smile is going to be genuine. When you smile at people, people is going to feel that somebody has blessed them because your smile is genuine. And the people that you are going to attract in your life are people that has got good heart, people with a heart that is filled with love. Because you are what you attract. If you want to be happy, if you want to be successful, if you want a good husband, if you want a good wife, if you want a proper relationship, forgive. It is simple. That is the only way to do it. There is no science about it. It is not a rocket science. Of course, it's difficult. It feels weird for you to say, no, this person has betrayed me. This person has offended me. This person has backstabbed me. It feels difficult for you to say, no, I should forgive them. But that is the only way. That is the only way for you to be free. You see, there's this thing they say, proverb, when you hold somebody on the ground, you are also on the ground. You see, if you are fighting with somebody and you throw that person on the ground and you hold that person on the ground, you are also on the ground. And you're also not free. The only way you can be free is when you let go of that person. So if you hate somebody, you are also not free. Because your heart is burdened with hate. And when your heart is burdened with hate, you are going to attract sickness. That is why you're having this kidney failure. My kidney started failing is because you have hate in your heart. Nobody is born with kidney sickness. Nobody is born with liver sickness. Nobody is born with bad luck. Nobody is born with all kinds of problems. But we create those problems for ourselves. And the only way we can solve them is ourselves. By letting go of any kind of hate in your life and see the miracle of prosperity happen in your life and watch how your life is going to change. You are going to be a very different person. People are going to love you genuinely. You are not going to attract people that are going to sabotage you. You are not going to attract people that are two-faced. You are not going to attract people that are going to smile at you, but when you turn your back, they are going to stab you. You are going to attract people that genuinely care for you. And that is the most beautiful thing that can happen to anybody. That is the most beautiful thing that can happen to anybody. For you to know that somebody genuinely loves you. For you to know that somebody genuinely cares for you. You see, the reason why marriages are failing, the reason why relationships are failing, is not because when you enter that relationship, you want that relationship to fail. The reason is because your heart is not one place. You need to organize yourself. And how do you organize yourself? You organize yourself by organizing your heart. And when your heart is organized, everything is going to go smoothly in your life. You are going to have good family. You are going to have good wife. You are going to have good boyfriend. You are going to have everything is going to be beautiful. You need to organize your heart. Organizing your heart is letting go all these little problems that is hindering, that is blocking your success, that is blocking your prosperity. You don't need to go to church for you to be prosperous. You don't need to do something that is unbelievable. You must try it today and see the miracle of prosperity happening in your life. That is called the miracle of forgiveness, the miracle of love. The only thing that can, my people perish because they lack knowledge. The reason why you are struggling, the reason why you are not happy is not because people hate you. It's not because you're a bad person. The reason why, because you don't understand the principle of life. You don't understand how this life works. This life is very simple, but we make it to be, we complicate things for ourselves by getting ourselves involved with a lot of people. You don't need a lot of people to be happy. You see, the more people you have in your circle, the more problem you are creating for yourself. The only people you need to be happy is people that genuinely love you. You need a good friend. You need a proper relationship. But when you begin to have, when you have 1,000 friends, what it means is that you don't have any friend. You see, if you can If you are in a problem right now, if you are sick right now, is there somebody that you can call and that person is going to come to you immediately? If you have that person, that means you must be the luckiest person on earth. If something bad happens to you, is there that person that is going to stay by your side? Yes, you are beautiful. What happens when you are crippled? Is there somebody that is going to stick by your side in thickness? If you have that person, you have won all the jackpot you want in your life. The reason why we are going from one relationship to the other relationship is because you want to find happiness. That is why we keep jumping from one relationship to the other. That is the simple truth. We want happiness. We want people that genuinely love us. We want people that care about us. But many people died without even finding love. Many people died without experiencing the perfection of love. And they have experienced maybe more than 10 relationships, more than 20 relationships, yet they have not tasted the perfection of love. And the reason because is that they don't understand the power of forgiveness. What is keeping you behind? It's not because you are not smart. What is keeping you behind is not because you are not intelligent. What is keeping you behind is not because of any witchcraft. You see, hate is the highest kind of witchcraft because it's going to tie you down. It's going to pull you back. It's going to attract people that are not good people. It's going to push you places because you are seeking for happiness. And when you are seeking for happiness and you don't have direction, you will never find happiness. But when you free your heart from hate and organize your heart, then you have focus, you have direction. And the people that are going to come to you are people that genuinely appreciate you. That is when you taste this perfection of love. If you ask many people today, they will tell you that if you're not fighting in a relationship, that means you're not in a good relationship. Because many people are used to toxic relationships. They say to you, if you're not fighting with your husband, if you're not fighting with your wife, that you're in a fake relationship. And when you go to most counselors, they will tell you that it is normal for you for couples to fight. But it's not true. It is simply not true. Because when your heart is organized, when you have love in your heart, why would you fight somebody? You can't slap somebody that you love. You can't call somebody that you love names. You can't dehumanize somebody that you love. That is not love. You can't do that. You can't claim you love your husband. You can't claim you love your wife, yet you are calling your wife names, yet you are calling your husband names. That is not love. So we have been destroyed by our previous relationships. So we believe that it is normal for couples to fight, it is normal for couples to quarrel, it is normal for couples to abuse each other. But that is not true. That is not true. And when you go to them, they say, keep enduring it. And when you stay too long in a toxic relationship, bad things happen. People die. People go to jail. But when you agree to come together, to become husband and wife, to become boyfriend and girlfriend, the intention is for you to experience love. The intention is for somebody to care for you. The intention is for somebody to protect you. Now, this person that is meant to protect you has become your enemy. So, if you want to avoid such scenario where somebody that you used to love now has become your enemy, there is only one thing you need to do. Forgive your mother, forgive your father, forgive your brother, forgive your sister, forgive your boyfriend, your girlfriend, forgive anybody that has offended you. Forgive them. That is the only way you are going to be free. And that is the only way you are going to attract beautiful things in your life. That is the only way you are going to find true love. Because you are what you attract. If you have love in your heart, you are going to attract people that are going to love you. If you have hate in your heart, you are going to attract bad people. You are going to attract people that are going to betray you. You are going to attract people that are going to sabotage you. You are going to attract people that are going to do bad things to you. I beg all of you. You need to free your heart from hate. You need to empty your heart from hate. And that is only time you are going to have, or you are going to experience life. Life is beautiful. I promise you. Life is beautiful. There is nothing wrong with this life. You see, when you have love in your heart, you are not going to be mocked. You are not going to experience any kind of evil. Because the people you are going to attract are people that have genuine hearts. They are people that have loving hearts. You are going to attract good people. Nothing evil is going to happen to you because you attract what you are. If you have love in your heart, I'm not talking about partial love and partial hate. If your heart is completely free from hate, nothing evil is going to happen to you. You will never attract a bad boyfriend. You're never going to attract a cheating girlfriend. You're never going to attract criminals in your life. Your life is going to be filled with blessings. You will never going to be sick. The reason we are sick is not, okay, sometimes it's what we eat. But when you have love in your heart, the Spirit is going to direct you properly. And you are going to eat the correct amount of food and proper food. You are going to be a totally different person. When you talk, you are going to bring positive in people's life. You are going to make people happy. Because the only thing you have in your heart is happiness. The only thing you have in your heart is love. So I beg you today, if you want to have happiness, which is the purpose of life? See, the purpose of life is not for us to suffer. The purpose of life is for us to be happy, for us to enjoy life. We are not here to suffer. We are not here to struggle. We are not here to go through pains. We are here to enjoy life. We are here to prosper. We are here to be happy. But we complicate our life by making enemies, by hating people, and we become our own enemy. Because when you hate your neighbor, when you hate your ex-boyfriend, when you hate your ex-wife, when you hate your boyfriend, you are your own enemy. Because you are what you create. You free your heart today from hate, you are going to attract people that are going to put a smile on your face. People that is going to show you the meaning of this life. This life is beautiful. I promise you. This life is beautiful. Not everybody in this life is bad. There are good people in this life. I'm talking about extremely good people in this life. The reason why you have not met them, there are good men in this life, extremely good men. There are good women, extremely perfect women. And the reason why you have not attracted them, the reason why you're attracting bad men, the reason why you're attracting bad women, I'm afraid to say this, it's partially your fault. Of course, you don't know it. Of course, you're a good person. But there is this particular person that has offended you. There is this uncle that has betrayed you, and you are keeping grudges, and you are keeping malice. That is the reason why bad things are happening to you. I beg you, if you want to see miracle happen in your life, forgive. Free your heart from hate. Empty your heart from any kind of hate, and watch the miracle of forgiveness happen in your life. You are going to find a nice man. You are going to find a nice woman. You are going to be successful in your career. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold, because that is how life is supposed to be. You are a blessing, and you're supposed to be a blessing to others. May God bless you all.